Crew members, and welcome on board. I am here to show you this awesome thing made by Fender. This guitar is a Classic series Stratocaster. Classic series is made in Mexico. First things I have to say is the fact that Fender Mexican made guitars are awesome. And I should tell you, I don't think there's too much difference between the Mexican made and the American one. Especially, I have a '99 Strat, and it sounds incredible. Actually, I played, a custom shop, even a custom shop, but I still prefer mine. So, talking about this specific guitar, the Classic 50 series is made for recreate the specs of the first 10 years of the production of Stratocasters. So it features maple and maple neck and maple board, and with a 7.5 inch radius, which means that the fretboard is a bit rounded. Especially if you use a low action, it causes you sometimes some fretting problems when you bend one semitone up. No, one semitone. No, two semitones. If you try to big bends, you must have problem in specific because these guitar feature also a smaller frets, because if you have an Ibanez or a more modern guitar, you have probably medium or even jumbo frets. That helps you a lot. These frets sometimes can cause you problems, but I think it's awesome. The neck also features a V-shaped neck. In the 50s, Fender used to use this kind of necks. But when I bought it, I thought would be very angular in my hands and very strange feel, because I used to play Ibanez or Strat that has a C-shaped neck. But actually, it's not like this. It's very comfortable, and in your hand, it doesn't seem too angular. It's like a C-shaped neck, but a bit wider and fatter, but it's very comfortable to play. Absolutely fantastic. The tuners are exactly the same of the 50s guitar, the vintage one. It features a vintage tuners, and they're very cool. I think the vintage tuners looks awesome on a Strat. Two-tone sunburst. The body is made of alder, and the two-tone sunburst is a typical finish date in the 50s Fender made. Because in the 60s it came to the three tones, black, red, reddish, and the wood type finish. And then the big really difference between the American one and the Mexican one are the fact that the body is finished in lacquer. The American is made in lacquer, and this is a polyester. Polyester is cheap to make, so and somebody said that polyester don't breed the wood, so it sounds different. To me, there's no big difference. I repeat myself. I have a Strat that blows every American I played. Another big difference between the real vintage guitars is the 5-way selector, because in the vintage styles the selector was only 3 positions, so you have the neck, you have the middle, and the bridge pickup. And if you find it, the center, the inner position, you can have it, but you can't stay too much. It moves sometimes. But in this guitar, it features 5 ways, so you have first pickup, both, central one, both, and the bridge pickup. So it's a modern features in a vintage kind style of guitar. And what I should say more? Nothing. I have to show you how it sounds, but in the next video. So bye guys, and I hope you enjoyed this little review. Bye.